Alright, so I figured I'd make a video of my new fish room so everybody can see. This is actually starting from the inside. It's atrocious in here, so bear with me. This right here, what you're looking at, is the intake vent. It's cold as hell outside right now. It's like 40, actually let me see. Yeah, it's about 50 degrees out right now. So it's pretty cold in comparison to what I'm trying to keep it inside. So when you walk in the door to the left, I have my 10-gallon rack, which actually still has room to go. I have all my fry set up. It does fit 4 per shelf, is how I built it. Don't need any more than that currently. So that's what we're looking at. So coming in, if we were to turn around, you can see the fish room. So yeah, I know people are probably going to have comments about the propane. You can barely see the flame right there. So as we go here, you'll get to see it a little better. So that currently is a grow out tank. That may change up. Right now, kind of short on tanks as far as what can actually fit in here. As it stands right now, there's about 8 feet in front of the door up to that barrel. That's open. If I can figure out something else, I will down the road. So as it stands right now, that is my big spot app tank down below, the breeding group, as well as currently all of the fry that I have for them as well. Didn't have a tank to put them in up front. So in between each 55-gallon double rack is a double 20. So on this double 20, I have a quarantine tank as it is right now. That's a fry tank down there. These are juvies technically. And then right here is my Banga Yellow group. So there's my male there. And then below that one is my Blue Dolphin group. And everybody's still kind of stressed out a little bit from the move. They technically got 100% water change. Sponge filter is what's cycled in the tank. So it was a little bit of a stress, also a temperature difference, so we had to kind of compensate for that. Next one, fry tank. And then I have my Reuben group there. Below that, I do have my red top Rwanda. And then going down one more, here I have my Galaxy. I am currently working on a project to make them Galaxy OB. So right now they are just a really blue, absolutely beautiful fish. There are a bunch of females in there too, so working on that. And then here, more fry. And then the last 55, this is actually a quadruple 55 here on the end of the shed, is my Star Sapphire. And then below that is my red Dragon Blood group down below. And then this is more fry and more fry. As I go here and I get a little further into this, I'll make a more close-up video, brighter lighting and all of that. This is my Tanganyika tank. I do have my wild-caught compressor pair in here. These guys did the worst out of all of them in adapting to the change. I did lose a Petricola, one Petricola, and I lost 3 Calvus, 2 black and a yellow, which was definitely a bummer. But not terrible losses, and everybody else seems to be okay. They're still adjusting, but we're getting there. Below that, this one is my vertical bar Venusis group. There's actually 2 Orlei in there as well, a male and a female. And I'm just going to know where to put them right away. That is my vertical bar Venusis there. Not fully blazed up. They're still adjusting there. And then to the right here, this is my red peacocks. This is actually what I'm mixing with the Galaxy to make the Galaxy OB. So these are the guys I'm breeding to them. I have 2 of the Galaxy females in here to try to get that. And then I do have my Electra OB down below. So we got my 3 male OBs down there, 2 OBs, or 1 OB, and then 2 of the Electra strain. So working on that. I actually got some really good fry coming out of them. And then this is Another 20 gallon, technically what's in there should be in the barrel. That will happen tomorrow. We're not quite done. It's 1:30 in the morning. We had to call it quits. I got to work tomorrow. My buddy has been helping me. He's got to work tomorrow. Another 20 gallon is going below that one. And then we do have the barrel. The barrel technically right now is just a holding tank. Pretty much everything in that barrel. There's about 100 fish in there. They're going to end up going out, being shipped out next week. Hopefully all of them if I can, as well as what's in here. And then I will likely set up 2 barrels here to have them as some sort of a grill out. Lesser fish than more than 100. There is a gap here. The reason for the gap is because of the propane. I have tested this out on low. I have the fan blowing from over there, keeps the heat away from the wall and the roof, circulates the air. It does really good. I do keep it on low. That's a lot lower than what it's supposed to be. It's about to run out of propane is the issue there. It currently, I would say, is probably about 80 degrees in here. This is fully insulated with R15. The roof is R30. It is most of it is 2 or 3 layers of 4 millimeter plastic. Real thick stuff we did. You can see where the tape is. Any holes that potentially would gather moisture, we used a weather resistant Gorilla tape to kind of seal up everything. So that's why it does kind of look a little patchworkish. I don't mind. It's my fish room. Not a big deal for me. And then as far as vent, this is the vent. It's got a spindle vent up above. This fan does run to pull the air out of the room and up. So doing that, the humidity level in here is, it's next to nothing. To be completely honest, I have a 200 gallon and a 240 gallon show tank in my living room. There's more humidity in my house than there is in here right now. So my evaporation is going to be relatively high, which I understand. That's okay. But humidity level, I'm not going to be looking at the damage that was caused to my garage happening in here, which is hopefully the goal here is to avoid that from happening ever again, ever. Lastly, great little invention I made here. This is an LED shop light from Costco. A buddy of mine works there. Found this one on a coupon. I got it for, I think, $44. Great deal. This thing actually is really bright. As you can see, I don't actually have any other light running in here. That's the only light running in here. I did actually run this on a cable. It is an eyelet on both ends. This end has the adjustable twist there to pull it. It is anchored to the studs on both ends. And then doing that, it is hooked up with the chains, and then I have the cable running with they're actually shower head or shower curtain rings. So what I can do is I can actually slide this light down, moving the light effectively to whatever tank I may be working on, whatever I may want to do. I'm trying to perfect the ring thing that is kind of clamping up a little bit here and there. Not really stressed about it, to be completely honest. It works, it functions, and I like it. I do have the airline running through 1/2-inch PVC. I do have the stainless steel outputs. This is actually what was running in my garage. I did all new PVC in here. I do have the ball valve set up sporadically so that I can shut off sections as needed. The floor, other side of that, the floor is Thompson water sealed, so it is waterproof. That has been tested tonight, as a matter of fact. The corners are liquid nailed from the plastic to the floor. I did make sure that there is no exposed section of the plastic, so that is completely sealed as far as any water getting in that direction as well. So good news there. So yeah, this is where everything looks right now. I did have an issue. Initially, I purchased this pump. I don't know the model number on it, to be completely honest. I think I had it somewhere. It's from Gemco. Everybody bragged about the pumps from them, that they were great and all of that. This one was advertised with shipping. I paid $215, and it was advertised to push 20 to 40 outputs, minimum of 20, 40 maximum, with the possibility of a few more. I got to 26 of just the setup that you guys see here, 26 outlets, and it would no longer push with the sponge filters sitting at the bottom of the 55s. I actually had to wrap some of them around the center braces to pull it up. So that was a little frustrating. Now I do have an AP100. I do owe it to a buddy of mine, so in the meantime I am running the AP100 up there right now. That pushes a lot of air. It's doing amazing. The blower, originally I have a commercial blower, is what I was using in the garage. It runs off a 220. I can't run that in here. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to potentially, what I think I would like to do is either see if I can upgrade the Gemco pump to 2 models up, or I'm going to go ahead and see if I can sell the blower that I have. It's like a $2,500 blower. See, maybe I can sell that for the price of another AP100. The AP100, that one there I got on Amazon for 250 bucks. So great deal. It's a lot more air, to be honest with you. It is a lung pump. You can buy the rebuild kits on Amazon for 12 bucks. You replace the innards once a year, and they never give up. Great units. There's some maintenance to it, obviously, which is the downside. A lot of people stay away from them, but the pressure on these is unbelievable. You can just see this is just going all the way around. I mean, there's just so much air, and a lot more than what this Gemco pump was running. So I did send them a nastygram, and I'm going to see what they say. Since, as far as in my opinion, it did not perform as advertised, even close to what was advertised. So let's see what kind of result we get out of that. If I have some way of getting the proper air in here, because the AP100 that's currently running, I do have to get over to my buddy's house and set that up soon to get his tanks on it. So we'll see how it goes. So I do have a little bit more work to do. We've got about 6 more tanks with fish in them in the garage right now. The garage is horrendous. You guys think this is bad? I think this is bad, but the garage is absolutely terrible right now as it's being destroyed. So I do have 2 IBC totes, the 275 gallon totes. They are going to be going on the back patio. We've cleared a place out for those. I've got the insulation for those. We'll get those wrapped, get those set up, and that will get that going to get this rocking and rolling. And then I've got about 6 more tanks of fish that are in the garage right now that I will have to figure out where they go, because obviously, as you can see, I don't have a ton of room. So we'll see how it goes. But I will post another video once everything is set up, everything is cleaned. Be cleaning the tanks outside. They're filthy. I clean the insides, every single one of them, before we set them up, but the outsides are just atrocious. So we'll get them cleaned up and get them a little more in the show quality type fish room here, and we'll go from there. So I will post an update here soon, and with another video of what's happening, and keep you guys informed. But let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Any comments, concerns besides the propane, please don't give me garbage about the propane. I'm very aware of the dangers of it. It is not my first rodeo with propane, but it works. I shortened the freaking pole down to a foot rather than the 3 feet that it was, which was way too close to the ceiling. I've done extensive testing on this one here over the last couple days just to make sure I'm doing the right thing here. So I'm doing everything I can in the right power, but if you guys have any better suggestions, anything you can offer to try to make this a little better, absolutely do your thing. Oh, last thing, I almost forgot to tell you guys about this one. So the power runs off this 4-foot strip here. This 4-foot strip is actually running off a heavy-duty extension cord that's plugged into the side of the wall. Reason for that is that I have 2 breakers that I had a friend install into my garage. My dad actually installed one. A friend of mine installed the other one. That apparently was a no-no because I did not get permission from the homeowner in order to add breakers to the box, even though they are removable and they will be removed. So I'm actually having somebody licensed. I'm going to pay them to remove it. But there's a hole in the floor. That's where it comes from. That's going to be sealed off. That'll be good. But we are actually running another 1/2 inch line up through here. So that's actually going to be water directly under the shed. Is going to be a hose adapter. I can hook the hose up. I'm going to run water up to the roof, and alongside the air line I'm going to run water. Now in each section, for about every 3 or 4 tanks, I am going to have a down. There'll be a T section there. It'll come down. It will have a ball valve, and I actually have all these parts already. And then they will have a barbed end with a 1/2 inch hose. And what I'll be doing there, that is a refill for top-offs, for water changes, stuff like that. Rather than dragging a hose in here, filling up each tank, all of that, simply put the hose, the 1/2 inch hose in the tank I want to fill, open the ball valve, it's good to go. Hopefully that works. I will keep you guys updated on that, let you know how it turns out. It will be part of one of my future videos here, show you guys how it turned out. And then we'll kind of see how it goes, but I'm pretty excited about that. I am still working on some sort of a form of a drain. I'm not looking to do auto water changes. I like doing water changes. It's part of the hobby. It is something that I enjoy doing. I like to be able to come out here and spend some time with the fish, mess with them while I'm doing water changes, check on them, make sure they're healthy, make sure they're doing okay. So that those water changes really give me that opportunity. But if I can come in here, I can open a valve, let them drain down to a certain point, and then fill them back up. I'm all for it. So if you guys have any suggestions, I know Andre Fitz at Beantown Aquatics has an auto water changer. I love his style with that. I just don't have the space for it. One, obviously in here, and then I just don't have the desire to have an auto water changer. But if you guys have a suggestion on how to make it to where I can do drains on the tanks, I've done that before where I just run PVC up the side and off, and it's got a ball valve. I open and it drains. That may be an option if I can squeeze that in here somewhere. That may be an option where I do that, and then I drill another hole in the floor somewhere, maybe around in this corner, where it goes out, it drains down to the side and out front, and into the street. That may be an option. We may have to see how it does. I know in my garage, and you guys may have seen that in my previous videos, I have a 1-inch drain of PVC that I hooked up, goes to the front of the garage, up to the middle of the garage, and I run a 1,000 gallon an hour pump on a 1-inch hose, drop it in there, do my water changes that way. Quick and easy, yes, but I want to try to avoid getting as much water on the floor as I can. So if there's something that I can do, you guys have a suggestion that may help out, all for it. I'm all ears. Hit me up, let me know. But again, thanks for watching. I know this went a lot longer than I really anticipated, but if you guys have any questions or anything like that, by all means, holler. Otherwise, y'all have a good night.